Today's topic.
A lot of them are women on my team.
I have mostly women too. Why is that?
I have 10 reasons why. Men are pieces of shit, first and foremost. They just want to steal everything from you. And yes, I'm talking to you if you're a male right now. Men are wired me, 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 me. Women are wired we, right? They want to support and support and support, and they don't ever care about getting the limelight. They understand you getting the limelight benefits them.
Yeah.
Men are like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Rich is getting the limelight. They're going home at night and...
Now, I have a lot I want to say, but I'm going to just let him speak, and then we'll kind of go piece by piece.
They're going home at night and writing down all the notes of like, what did I learn from Rich today so I can go and do my own thing.
One thing I noticed is like a lot of these males are a lot more sensitive than women. And women tend to have better work ethic.
Better attention to detail.
Yes.
And when you say sensitive, you mean the dudes are like, I just don't want to work that hard.
Or they're sensitive to constructive criticism and conversations, where the women are a little bit less sensitive. They're more loyal. It's not that I've intentionally done it, but it's just kind of like happened that way.
I came from a family of 8 sisters and 3 brothers. So I have 12 kids in my family. I thought it came from that, but naturally I just found the better people for the job.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have women on my team. My team is all women. Not because men are pieces of shit. It's just that what I found was that women work more into that field, into the organization field.
Men are wired me, 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 me. Women are wired we, right? They want to support and support and support, and they don't ever care about getting the limelight. They understand you getting the limelight benefits them.
Yeah.
Men are like, wait, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Rich is getting the limelight. They're going home at night and writing down all the notes of like, what did I learn from Rich today so I can go and do my own thing.
If it was the case, and maybe that's just a straw man, or this wouldn't happen. Because there's some times that I'm taking a spot and you're like, this ain't me. And you literally step out. You literally step out of this. You're like, no, God, that ain't me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You go ahead. There's also times where you do videos alone. Mm-hmm. And if that was the case, I'd be like, what the fuck was that? And
he still gets his cut.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes.
Just saying, I do all that research work and still gets his cut.
Yeah, well, that was a decision that you took.
True.
So.
True. And I cry every night about it.
Oh, well, dang.
See, men, me. Me. All right. I want to listen more.
One thing I noticed is like a lot of these males are a lot more sensitive than women. And women tend to have better work ethic.
Better attention to detail.
Yes.
And when you say sensitive, you mean the dudes are like, I just don't want to work that hard.
Or they're sensitive to constructive criticism and conversations, where the women are a little bit less sensitive. They're more loyal. It's not that I've intentionally done it, but it's just kind of like happened that way.
This guy, especially this dude, I'm like, bro, what male hurt you? Like when he talks about, they just want to steal your shit, and I was like, okay.
What happened?
But if you guys really pay attention to what a lot of this guy is saying, he's not valuing these women because of necessarily what they contribute. He's valuing them because I feel like it's a bit of a sense of control.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? The things he values when he mentions the loyalty and all these things, if you listen closely enough, I'd be very much questioning how he structures this company, how he pays these people.
But then again, the thing is, I don't know this dude, but I can relate to other people, so I'm gonna talk about that. Whenever they talk about, oh yeah, you loyal, it's really just because it's about some fuck shit that you asked them to do, and they still stayed. And they're like, oh yeah, well, thanks for your loyalty. No, that was bullshit. Or you asked me to take a bullet for you. Yeah, you're loyal. Yeah, but you're also trying to fuck me over.
I will say, whenever an employer starts yapping about loyalty, I'm like, bitch, if you loyal to me, talk to me about raises without me asking you. Like, I'll say this about the people. When they work for me and they're doing good, I just give them raises. Why? Because if they're doing good for me, that means we're making more money. They're making more money. I don't gotta have you ask me for a raise. I'm gonna just give it to you.
No.
That's how I personally operate. I hate personally when, oh, you're so loyal, you've been with me for so long. Don't do that. Don't emotionally attach me to this job so it's easier for you to keep me making you more money while you get richer and I don't see a dime of that extra work.
Hated that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I fucking hated that when I worked in corporate world.
Yeah.
And then these motherfuckers at the town hall used to, like the president of the faction of that faction of the company used to come down at the town hall and be like, congratulations, people. We've been able to make $2.3 billion this semester. Bitch, okay. Does that mean that we get something? No, but you get pizza. What the fuck?
Oh, you got no money for
fuck?
You got
a box of donuts?
You got no money to give us an extra $2 to $3 grand a year, but you got open bar for 500 people. yourself. Yo, I don't give a fuck about your loyalty. If you want me to be loyal, you should reward me. When I give you and help you get a bigger share of the pie, pay me, bitch.
Give me some crust.
That's it.
Give me some crust. At
I'm
least
telling
the
you,
crust.
anybody who's an employer who starts yapping about loyalty,
It's
be
weird.
very
It's
red
weird.
flag.
It's weird. I don't care about the loyalty. There's a girl that I follow on social media. Her name is The Real Veronica. Mm-hmm. And she always gives examples of how to talk to your employer about. They always do some fuck shit, and she is everything that I wish I could say to an employer about the raises, them giving us pizza, you wanting to stay extra hours, or am I going to be compensated? Am I going to be compensated? Compensated. Am I going to be compensated? No, it's just, you're being a team player. Oh, I'm staying extra hours. I'm being a team player, but you're not being a team player about, paying me my wage. This is abuse.
Absolutely.
It's not being a team player. It's not loyalty. It's abuse.
Absolutely.
Okay? And they do that.
Preach. They definitely do that. So just mind that. And also, it's so funny. Like, they're painting this whole thing like it's so great. Women are just essentially like, I could just make more money off of women. I want to ask these dudes, like, how much do you pay them? Do you pay them? I just want to ask.
The thing is,
I just want to ask.
Yeah, it's everything that they say. I can find an example in each group, woman or woman, that support what they say, and I could do the same thing with something that breaks what they say. So I'm like,
yeah. Listen, I've been on both ends.
It's not that extreme. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's that extreme, but go ahead.
I've been on both ends, as the employee and the employer. I've had to hire people, had to fire people. Only had to fire men so far. That's a fact. So I've only fired one person. Just nothing happened. But I think what Preach touched on earlier is just true. Certain departments, they're just, some genders are better at certain lines of work than others. It's just a thing. Or there's going to be over-representation. So if you're going to hire for, like, let's say a live stream set technician, I'm probably going to have applicants, and I'm going to have 100 of them, and 95% of them are going to be males. It's just a thing. And then if I do some kind of admin work, 95% of them are going to be ladies. It's very natural to feel like there's like this bias in regards to like, oh, women are better. And like maybe there are certain things that this work, like, listen, maybe there's a man out there who does this. I don't know.
No,
but when women organize documents for me, like that shit is just better. It just is. Even like, I'm not even talking about work, bro. When I even just do travel things, I had a girl send me a PDF of a travel trip that we did. You know what a nigga done sent me when we were supposed to travel together? A Post-it note. He's like, nigga, I can't wait. That was it. A woman sent me a PDF with attraction sites, links, passport things, visa requirements. It's just like, it's a different level.
Bring it back. Remember when you was in school?
Yeah.
And you asked the note.
The girls' notes are color coded, nigga.
I ask girls notes because I can't take notes.
That's why I'm
I
okay.
take notes, I read them back, and I'm like, what the fuck was this, bro?
Yo, middle school made me okay with LGBTQ stuff because I was used to seeing rainbows every time I looked at her notebook. It was colorful. It was beautiful. I didn't need Crayola. My girl right beside me, Elizabeth, she knew what the fuck she was doing. So for me,
Prisma color.
that's it. I didn't Magento. I appreciate them. There's just certain realms where I feel like they're gonna excel. And I'm not saying this to pigeonhole anybody. It's not like I don't believe a woman can't do another side of the equation, but you're just gonna see an overrepresentation. I personally think that when it comes to working in groups, I don't like what this guy's saying because I can point to 100 stories where women don't go we. Instead, they actually bully other women in the workplace.
Yes.
I could probably post 1 million stories to women talking about I had a female boss and she tried to sabotage me every chance she got. All right, this whole idea of like gender-based we versus me, I don't buy it. I've been in a lot of work environments with just dudes, and it was great. And I've been in other ones where dudes pissed me off in some regards. So that's why I realized it's just like I try to take people person to person. People come with their attitudes. That doesn't mean that I don't recognize that gender plays some role in regards to some lines of work. But what they're describing, it's probably that these guys work in a field where a lot of people are in offices, and the kind of work that they do is like menial tasks when it comes to admin stuff. So it doesn't surprise me that most of their staff is going to be women. Men are not drawn to these jobs. And even when they are, maybe they're just doing it for the paycheck, but they're not really into it like that. Whereas women can do a lot of these jobs a lot better. It is what it is. It's fine. In that same token, you might ask women to do certain jobs, and they're gonna come in there and they're gonna waste your fucking time. So they're not entirely crazy, but they're making this out to be like some kind of malicious thing. It's just like, bro, if you worked in a different field, I bet you would just want a crew of guys who worked all the time. because they're going to be better for it. Yeah, you're probably not going to hire a female plumber tomorrow. Just kidding. You're going to need somebody to manage your building, your condo, and do all the renovations like that. Vast majority of them are going to be dudes. Is that some big sexist scheme? I don't think so.
It's not. It's just like whenever I got one of my boys, he works on oil rigs. 21 days out of the month, he's with dudes. And this place is overpopulated with dudes. There's not a lot of girls.
Yeah.
Because it's long hours, it's tedious job. You have to heavy shit to lift. It happens just like that. It's just whenever you're on tour, you see a lot more technician guys than girls.
Yeah,
soundman guys. But when you talk about who's gonna hold the room, it's gonna be more girls.
I'll say though, I think there is one thing that they said that is definitely true when it comes to the whole quote unquote loyalty. And I don't think it's necessarily loyalty. In my experience, when it comes to the workplace, women are just risk averse.
Yes.
Men are much more likely to ask for raises. Men are going to make more demands in regards to moving up the scale. And this is not my opinion. You guys can put up the numbers. Like, women are less likely to do that. Women are less likely to transfer to a different place in terms of getting a job. So what these guys perceive as loyalty is just a risk aversion in some cases. For them, it's great. They get to keep the staff. They don't ask for extra raises, so they're probably really happy. But I would also ask them, like, how many times have you offered these women raises without them asking? For all the work that you love about them. That's also a question I would ask. While you're over here praising how loyal they are, is it just loyalty? Is that what it just is? I would question that. I'm not saying it is, because maybe it is, right?
Yeah,
but that's a question to ask.
You have a wonderful point there.
So what they're saying is not entirely wrong. I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. But it's just understanding what these things mean, and don't take it necessarily as a compliment. Like, I've had to coach a lot of women in the workplace in regards to how to ask for raises from their bosses, right? I've had to talk to them like, how did you get a raise out of it? And I had to work them through the steps because they didn't just feel comfortable. And it sucks because they deserved it. A lot of them were really good at their jobs. And these guys who are their superiors were taking them for granted and feel like, I could add more work to your workload. I'm going to give you a raise. Oh yeah, I will. Even though he gave her twice the amount of work, this dude's trying to give her a 3% raise. Nigga, what? So let me get this straight. You're cutting another position to give her this job.
For 3%.
And you think, and he thought he was giving her a favor. That's how you played. I said, no, bitch, he playing you.
He playing you.
He playing you. And with your credentials, take your shit elsewhere. Somebody gonna hire you right now. But she didn't want to do that. Again, a little bit of risk aversion. So I said, fine, let's work on the raise aspect.
That's one thing that I appreciate about you. Although you are very me, that's okay. But
that triggered me.
I know.
And you know why that triggered me.
I know. Because you're not. Because you're not. Because you're not.
Hey, you know what this make me think? I'm going to say a quick little thing. You ever been accused of stealing and then it turned out you was given more than you was supposed to? Yay.
What?
Huh?
What happened?
That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Did that happen for real?
No. Go ahead.
God damn. Well, serves you good.
Shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
But that's what I appreciate about you. Is like we're aligned with that. When we started to do this thing, and when we started to do comedy shows, maybe it's because it happened to us when we got bamboozled and we said never again, and we're not gonna do the same thing to the people. Everybody that worked with us when we did the comedy thing, they cannot complain about.
No, we paid real good. We pay above brand.
We pay. You come here, you do a good job. And you know what? You come here, you do a good job. Shit, we might even give you a little extra.
Yeah.
Congratulations, do your thing. And that's the thing that I know it's not everybody that's on the same page with that. And I can appreciate that with you. Like, we don't even have to ask. If you're doing a good job, if you're saving us, if you're saving my ass, if you're doing everything that and you're going beyond, you won't even have to ask. But it's true. Oftentimes, my girlfriends, they have a hard time asking for raises. But I don't know. They complain about the job, but that's where they're like, when they're at the job, they're like, we. There's not W-E, but
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Again, I think it's interesting to always look at gender dynamics and the differences in people in the workplace, but I don't believe that the differences that he's enunciating are as real as they are, and I don't think they're gender specific as much as he's making it out to be. You want to see some fuck shit behavior, you're going to see it from men, you're going to see it from women in the workplace.
I've seen both.
I've been in hyper men spaces when it comes to the military. I've been in administrative workplaces when it comes to just women, and trust me, there's drama everywhere. There's people backstabbing each other. There's people doing fuck shit to each other. And you're also going to have amazing coworkers. So that's pretty much what I would say.
That's pretty much it.
At any rate, let us know what y'all think in the comments. You agree, you disagree. Make sure to like and comment. That always helps us, all right?